Hi folks, this is James from Fairy Tales, Myths and Legends. This time we're looking at the Kishi from Angolan folklore. I hope you enjoy this one. The Kishi, a creature of grotesque duplicity and dark cunning, looms large in the lower of Angola's hills. A monstrous hybrid of man and hyena. Imagine, if you will, a creature that can charm with a handsome visage and an air of sophistication, but harbours, quite literally, a beastly secret. A snarling hyena face that glares menacingly from the back of its head. Yes, from the front they may appear disarmingly human, suave even, but turn your back on them, or the irony, and you might well seal your doom. These devious beings, masters of disguise, slink into human settlements with their hyena faces cunningly veiled, often beneath cascading hair or an elaborate headdress. They present themselves as dashing young men, smooth-tongued and irresistible, prowling public dances in search of prey under the guise of seeking love. But their sinister intent is far from amorous. With words as silken as their hair, they lure unsuspected women from the safety of their villages, spiriting them away to lonely places where the truth of their monstrous duality is revealed. Once the trap is sprung, the Kishi does not simply kill. No, that would be far too merciful. Instead, they savour the torment of their victims, drawing both nourishment and power from the fear they elicit before finally devouring the unfortunate woman. Their cunning is matched only by their ferocity, with jaws so fearsome that any prey caught in their grip might as well bid the world farewell. Despite their fearsome might, the Kishi are not invulnerable. Fire, for instance, has been known to fell them, offering a rare glimmer of hope in the face of such malevolence. One tale of caution recounts the misfortune of three sisters who, in a moment of youthful folly, wandered beyond their village into the perilous hills. Spying a house in the distance, the girls ventured closer, oblivious to the watchful eyes of a band of Kishis who had already begun their macabre preparations. With their hyena faces concealed and finery donned, the creatures welcomed the girls, offering them food laced with deceit. The youngest sister, however, was no fool. Her sharp eyes glimpsed what the others did not, and her refusal to partake in the meal likely saved her life. When the Kishis offered a room for the night, her suspicions deepened. "I've seen their faces," she whispered urgently to her sisters. "They mean to eat us. We must leave now." Their flight was none too soon, for as they fled, the house erupted in flames, a grotesque ploy by the Kishis who had hoped to roast the sisters alive. Yet their ordeal was far from over. Torrential rains had rendered the river they needed to cross impassable. Pursued by the now unmasked Kishis, the sisters clambered into a tree, the beasts pacing below, their snarls filling the night air. Desperation gave rise to ingenuity, and the youngest sister struck a bargain with an eagle, offering it a chicken in exchange for salvation. The eagle, noble creature that it was, carried her to safety. But tragedy loomed still. The second sister, too heavy for the bird, fell into a river and was swept away. The third poor soul tumbled from the tree and into the clutches of the ravenous Kishis. A poetic retelling captures the essence of this grim tale. "Be wary of handsome men," to our mother once said. Don't forget Eve, who was lost to the rocks, in love with a man's charm and flowing locks. But tricked she was, deceived right and proper. Oh yes, that man was a real heart-stopper. No man at all was he, but a demon sharp and sly. Behind his head hid a beast. No one heard her cry. Thus do the Ambundo people of Angola recount this chilling legend, a reminder of the ever-present danger that lies in the shadows, and sometimes in the most charming of smiles. The moral is as timeless as it is chilling. Beware of straying too far from the familiar, and place no trust in the beguiling words of strangers, however fair their appearance, for amongst them might lurk a Kishi, biding its time to reveal the beast within. Have you got something to say about the Kishi? Have we missed something important? Have you got a suggestion for our next video? Let us know in the comments. If you enjoyed this video, please do subscribe, as it helps us fund the channel. This has been James from Fairy Tales, Myths and Legends. I hope to see you again soon.